Alrighty, guys, man, this is going to be another video that I'm looking forward to. It's Anthony Campanile, the Ant-Man, Anthony Campanile. So really excited about talking about Anthony because I think that Anthony Campanile has so many just great traits as a football coach, all right? He's very, very intense. He's all about tackling. He's all about everybody rallying to the football. He also has great experience. He comes from an intense football background. His father was a football coach in New Jersey, DePaul Catholic, and also, I believe, Bergen, really in Bergen County at, I think, Bergen Catholic, actually. So I'll tell you guys this, as a New York Giant fan, I guess we could say consumer of New York Giants football for my entire life, Anthony Campanile as the New York Giants coach would be like a fever dream. I mean, you talk about Jersey, you talk about toughness, you talk about knowing the region so well, you talk about somebody that embodies kind of what Dwayne Parcells, what Bill Parcells represented for the New York Giants and for that area and for that region and for that specific franchise, somebody that really relates to the Giants. He will relate more than Canadian Brian Dable. He'll relate more than a rural Indiana guy in Joe Shane. He will relate more than a Philadelphia guy in Joe Judge, and also than a Northwestern Pennsylvania native from Homerville, Pennsylvania, Ben McAdoo. Also, Traverse City, Michigan, Shermer. So Campanile's intense. Campanile, I'll talk about his background, though, for a second. I love this defensive hire because he's going to be a tone setter. He's going to be somebody that players really like. He spent a lot of years in the NFL, so he's very qualified. He's not just a rah-rah coach. He has a lot of substance behind what he's doing, all right? So he could be on a lot of NFL radars. He's 42 years old. Okay, born in August, Fair Lawn, New Jersey. So I've spent a lot of time up there. I have a lot of family up there, have some friends from that area. Paramus Catholic High School. All right, and a lot of people, even from Jersey, I've asked around about the Campaniles, and they're like, football royalty, great people, great family. All right, so basically, he played at Rutgers, okay, with Schiano there, okay, which is another New Jersey guy. And again, Schiano is perfect for Rutgers. Was at Bosco Prep, all right, from 2007 to 2011, and even was an offensive coordinator there. And his father, whose name is Michael Campanile, he helped, pretty much bring the spread offense to the state of New Jersey because New Jersey was a lot of wing T. It was a lot of I formation. He was a guy who was kind of, very innovative for his time and very bold to bring a spread offense to the state of New Jersey. So he then eventually went to Rutgers and stayed there from 2012 to 2015. All right, and this is during the glory years, I think, of Schiano. Very good defense. Defensive assistant there at Rutgers. And then he actually worked as a wide receiver coach. So, wow, I'm even finding more things out about Ant Campanile, the Ant-Man here. He basically also coached Tyler Croft. And wow, oh, wow. So he also spent time on the offensive side of the ball, all right, at Rutgers. As an offensive coordinator, he was a high school offensive coordinator, and then he was a wide receivers coach, in 2015. He was also a wide receivers coach over there. So that's fantastic. Then he went to Boston College, all right, and he was a defensive coordinator there. He might have worked with Jeff Hafley over there. Then, wow, Michigan in 2019, linebackers coach, Jim Harbaugh. Love it. Worked with Partridge, worked maybe with Mike McDonald, or worked with Minter and all those guys. Fantastic. Love that. So great experience. Then was with the Miami Dolphins for 3 years. Linebackers coach, worked with Josh Boyer, a guy who I have a ton of respect for. And Josh worked with Mike McDaniel in that offense. Okay, in Miami, worked a little bit, I guess, with Adam Gase at the time. I'm trying to even think who the coach was even before Mikey Mack. It was actually Brian Flores. So I love that. Boyer and Flores, man, oh man, is that exciting, and Mike McDaniel. So and then of course Vic Fangio. So he has so many, great references. Also has LaFleur. He did a great job. Great job the past year of working with being a linebackers coach and a run game coordinator. So he was with Michigan, and he spent 3 years being a backers coach at Miami. 1 year in Green Bay, developed very good linebackers all over the place. Like I think Van Ginkel was out there Van Ginkel was fantastic even for the Vikings, but Van Ginkel was also with Miami. So put it this way, Anthony Campanile has had a full life in the game of football and comes from, again, a family that has great football. All right. And you look at guys that have successful fathers that are coaches in the National Football League. I mean, Sean McVay's grandfather, Kyle Shanahan, Mike Shanahan, LaFleur, or you talk about Nick Sirianni's father was a brilliant coach at in high school in Jamestown there. All right, so similar. And Schottenheimer, who's a coach now in the NFL. So it's important. I mean, it's something that is great, and he brings unbelievable intensity. He has so many references. I like that this is his first job. He doesn't really have tendencies. They're building it from the ground up together with Liam Cohen. This is really exciting. For the rest of the staff, I do want some veteran, mentorship. Kind of like Shane Waldron was a veteran. I want to see some veterans on this coaching staff that can really help out with Campanile, because for him, calling NFL plays, he knows about backers, he knows about fits, but will he know about, blitz scheme and blitz pickup? And even a guy like Ryan Nielsen, he did pretty good in Atlanta, and he was a great defensive line coach for the New Orleans Saints, but will he be able to, again, time up blitzes to coordinate a game? That is just such a different animal, really. But he was around Hafley, he was around Fangio, he was around this game planning, and he's going to get the opportunity here. But I want to, again, see him have the ability to, lean on somebody. And then even a guy like Josh Boyer, like, I'm really surprised that Boyer is not out there calling defense anymore. I'm really surprised at that. I'm disappointed in that, just to be honest with y'all. I wish that Boyer was still calling defenses, right, in the NFL. So it just depends. Like Nielsen, it wasn't that good. It wasn't that creative there for Ryan Nielsen. So as a defensive coordinator, even more than maybe an offensive coordinator, you really do need players, and then you need to mix it up, and you do need some talent. And I guess it's about limiting big plays, but also causing turnovers. And again, I'm just excited about this hire. I root for a guy from Jersey, from this background, and Anthony Campanile. And again, like, he just has so many great mentors. He's worked hard. He's also stayed at places for a while. He stayed at Rutgers. He stayed at Bosco Prep. So he's loyal. He stayed within organizations. He's shown the ability to work pretty hard. But again, we don't really have a track record of him calling defenses. So it's up, I guess, for Liam Cohen to now surround the staff with more, outside point of views, but also to try to maybe get some experience so that Campanile, and again, this is going to be his first year doing it, so I'm sure that the defense will get better as they go along. But really excited for this hire. I think it's like an A hire, just with the background, and it looks like Jacksonville is looking for gems, and that's what's so exciting about this coaching staff. These two coordinators are probably the most interesting, you could say polarizing, because they are like risky hires, but from Cohen, Udinski, and now Anthony Campanile, these three are the most interesting coaches that we have, going right now. You can even point to, Seattle as that way. You can even point to Arizona, but they're right up there in Jacksonville. All righty, guys. Thanks for watching.